Hey everyone, it's Anson here from Weekend Garage. Today I'll be showing you guys on how to hardwire and mirror tap your radar detector. We sell these radar detector cables where you can mirror tap it for your vehicle on our website, weekendgarage.com. If you guys have a center mirror that looks like that, you've got your rain sensor, your Distronic Plus, and your automatic braking cameras up there, you will be valid for this mirror tap. Majority of Mercedes are, but the demo vehicle today is a C63S 2017. It's going to be the same if you have other models. It's a very simple install. So the radar detector we are installing today is the Escort 360 Max with the directional arrows. This is going to be the same if you're using the Uniden R7, R1s, and many other models that utilize the same connector. So I'm going to show you guys. It's very easy. You know, on the forums online, they're saying you can hardwire it down to the fuse box and stuff, but I'm going to show you guys something that's way easier, which you don't have to do any of that stuff for this radar detector. So I'm going to set up the camera right here. So we're looking up at your window trim here. Here, I'll show you guys a close-up. I just got to film and work at the same time, so bear with me here. If your module looks like this will be compatible. If you have a mirror dimmer or the garage home link, there's already power here. So even if you don't have Distronic Plus and all that stuff, you will have the auto dimming mirror or the home link. You already have power here, so it'll work as well. So if we're looking at this here, just use your bare hands and pull down. There we go. It's easier if you do both sides at the same time because you're applying equal pressure. And then I'm going to put the camera down to try to get this trim off right here, so we can take this whole thing off and I can show you guys the wire to plug into. So I'm going to set you guys up down here. So now that we got the mirror cover out, let me show you guys how it's removed, because this was the hardest part to remove. This piece right here, if you guys can see the two clips, one on the right, one on the left, it can be removed if you stick your pry tool in there just to push on the tab or a flathead. What I used was a angled pry tool made out of metal just to press it in. Once you press it in and you release it, it'll come down like so and you slide it out. So let me show you guys right here what I used. I used this right here, this angled tool. And you guys see these two hooks, just for a visual reference. This slides in there, these two hooks. Excuse my poor camera skills, I'm holding the camera, item, and the tool. So you're going to grab this and try to push these tabs in. Once you push the two tabs in, it'll slide right out. And then you can slide the mirror cover downwards towards the front of the vehicle. And now we have all the wiring exposed. I'll show you guys which wire to wire into. So with our packaging, you're going to get something that looks like this. It's an 8-inch whip with the RJ connector. And it's labeled ground and DC plus with an inline fuse built in here. So you ain't got to worry about shorting anything out. You see that right there? That's a diode, or a fuse in this case, resettable. So if you do short it out, it'll be saved. So we're going to remove these two white tags just so we have more space to work with. So I'm going to pull these off. There's one. There's the other. Now we're ready to make our connection. So now we're going to plug the cable in. I'll show you guys a close-up after, but it's the red and white for positive on the most right of the cable, and brown for negative right beside it. Once I'm done plugging it in, I'll show you guys a close-up. So here's a close-up of what it looks like. I left out the boring part of actually plugging it in. But as you guys can see, the red goes on the striped red and white, and the brown is for the negative black cable. This will not affect your system. There's an inline fuse built in right here inside this heat shrink. So I just unplugged it just to show you guys, but you guys don't need to unplug it. You can unplug it if you think it's easier to plug in. But now we're going to put it back in the rain sensor. Like so. I'm going to plug in the radar detector for you guys to show you guys that it does get power. And I just hit the start button twice to make sure the vehicle ignition is on and all the sensors are getting power. So here is our Escort Max. Here's the cable. There you have it. And reinstall and cable management. There's zip ties included with this kit. And cable management, I don't have to show you guys. You guys know how to do that. So anyways, that's it for today's tutorial. Let me know if you guys got any questions. You can leave them down in the comments below. Thank you for watching, everyone. And remember that these products that was used in today's video are available on our website, weekendgarage.com. Anyways, thank you for watching, everyone. See you guys in the next one.